than a lot. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Fucking behind the fucking back shooting cunts, dude. Fucking shoot me when I'm in front of you, you little cunt faggot.
shooting.
I know, but I hate to bring you out of your Hollywood world, but there are some people that would consider that a big deal.
I told him just do impressions.
Oh, fun. That's
That
what
was
I
your
do.
advice?
Yeah.
I'm a voice guy.
Do Schwarzenegger.
As a voice guy, I kind of think like you should have told me.
He asked me to do mine. He's like, Jim, do your impressions. And I did a whole bunch of them. He was blown away.
Wait, was that just an audio clip of De Niro in here, or was that?
It was me doing them.
No.
He asked me for my impressions. Jim, do them. And I did all my impressions.
Did you do him to him?
Nah, because it's too much.
Yeah. What did you do?
People in the room got confused.
Who'd you do?
They would. Did you play the hits?
I just did them all. Which ones didn't I do?
Did you pull out the walk-in? I know you've done that on here.
The walk-in is so easy for me.
It is?
Yeah. Oh, Dan, soda. Oh, pop.
Perfect.
Wow.
Pitch. Perfect.
Wow. I mean, Dan, no offense to you, we love having you in.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to feel like we don't need guests anymore. I can just kind of
Who do you do?
talk to
I'll do
Jim.
them better.
Everybody.
You're going to do him better?
Yeah. Dan's overrated. I'm underrated as an impression.
You know, Dan,
I completely agree.
I don't want to, feel like you've been welcomed into the Lion's Den.
Sure.
But Jim did on Tuesday debut as Macho Man.
Oh,
And
let's hear it.
honestly,
Well, I'll try to do mine.
you may be out of the business.
Everyone knows. Yeah.
Shit! Utter garbage!
Okay, now you go.
You get
Have
real-
a cup of coffee.
That's actually really good, and it is what he says.
That's perfect.
Have a cup of coffee. That's perfect.
That's the promo for WrestleMania 3.
What about your research?
What about Rodney Dangerfield?
Oh, do you do Rodney?
Let's hear you do them.
Hey, I'm
You don't like that as
No.
much. He doesn't like that. It's real
Right.
competitive, Dan. I apologize.
I'm sorry, Jim. I am sorry. I did not mean to poke the bear.
He gets competitive.
Please do yours.
Oh, man. I tell you, I really want to tuck my tie.
That's the thing about Rodney is he always said literally the things he was doing physically.
Tug my tie.
That was
tug my tie.
another Rodney tug his tie moment when he would announce that that's what he was doing.
Hey, it's time for me to tug my tie.
Yeah, I remember
What is that?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You
Who
didn't
is
like
that?
That's my attempt at Rodney.
Coffee drinking.
Right, that's cool. He was so good at
Are
pointing
you doing
out.
Rodney doing Macho Man?
No, they all just
Oh.
start talking about coffee.
They do.
You're all
Adult
inspired.
males love coffee.
You are inspired by coffee.
What else? Who else do you do?
Yeah, which
Dan?
other ones do you attempt?
Sam Elliott.
Okay, what's Sam Elliott until Jim cuts you off?
If you're ever up in the Rocky Mountains and you
I don't do him.
Okay.
You think that's dumb?
Nah, I mean, who he is.
Okay, so
terrible.
we'll skip over Sam
Yeah,
Elliott.
I don't
He doesn't.
do him.
That one
I don't
didn't
wanna
matter.
do him.
I don't know if I want to do Sam.
Dan, don't take it personally.
I'm just good, man. I can't help it. It's about time. Nelson Mandela said, don't be afraid of how brightly you're going to shine or something like that. And I realized that's me.
I want you to know that you are a very bright star. You are a talent.
That's good.
Who's that?
Nelson Mandela.
No, he didn't. Winnie, you're burning everybody.
Oh!
That's actually really
You know
good
what? Yeah.
and historically accurate.
Yes.
I was in jail for a long time.
Yes.
He was too.
Yeah.
And my wife threw tire on people and set it on fire.
That happened.
Have coffee.
Right. They get coffee in jail.
Yeah, I love the tie back.
Yeah.
Now you tell me, Dan, and I don't mean to put either of you two on the spot.
Of course.
Honestly, you kind of seem like you're phoning it in a little bit. I'm more worried about putting Jim on the spot, but he also did an Andre the Giant on Tuesday.
Oh.
And I know that that's something that you've acted like is something also gone uncontested, I feel.
On
like.
now. Yeah, exactly. He's just fucking skating.
Yeah,
Right.
because
You know what? The field's been light, and now that there's a new competitor in the field, I am buckling a little.
do you want to try a little, or
Can't even understand you.
so you don't like that?
Terrible.
I got the four houses.
I'm tall. Look how tall I am. There's a ceiling fella hit my head.
I remember when he did that.
Look at me when I drink a big barrel of coffee.
That's true. He did. Andre. One thing about Andre is he loved his coffee.
He does. Everyone knows he drank big barrels.
There were classic
A
stories.
whole lot of coffee gives me energy to beat a big Jerry stud.
Okay. I don't
I
remember.
love more than impressions of Jim's impressions.
I'm not 100% sure if I remember the match he had with Big Jerry Stud.
Jerry Stud.
I don't remember. I know a lot of wrestlers. I don't know if I remember Big Jerry Stud.
I'm a wrestler
WrestleMania. I'm going to drink coffee and throw everybody out in the ring. He's got a head cold?
Yeah, it's Andre.
Is that what he did?
We should
Drank
understand
coffee
it.
and threw everybody
Yeah,
out
he did. A big barrel of coffee.
Big barrel of coffee.
I remember that promo
Yeah.
when Andre always said, and I won't even attempt the voice because that's Jim's
Yeah.
thing. But he always said,
by the way, it's just Jim's
It's
thing
just
now.
Jim's
I
thing.
have retired from
Good.
voices.
Good. He
This
said,
is the only voice you'll hear.
Which other ones would you take a stab at?
but Andre
None.
used to say, I came to do two things: beat my opponent and drink some coffee.
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 Right.
much coffee?
Did you ever do a piper?
No.
No, you never did a piper.
Never did a pipe.
Who else do you like? Did you used to like to do back in the day?
Can't really, wrestling-wise?
Anyone? Yeah.
Just impersonations.
Honestly, and I don't. If you can't remember, because it does look like I'm getting the vibe.
Yeah.
And we're all
I'm
just
shutting
kind of
down.
friends
It's
here.
a white flag.
Your confidence is shaking a little bit.
Can I just tell you right now? Can I be dead honest? Because we're all friends.
That'd be great.
We are friends.
Yeah.
Sure.
I give up. I surrender.
Now,
You
who
do.
else would you do? Come on. I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot, but
Oh man, there's.
Did you ever do an Arnold?
Oh, I've tried maybe before.
But
just
not.
like-
It's not one of your.
like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. What are you doing?
That's not bad, actually, right?
for what? Arnold who? From Different Strokes? Who is that?
No, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, I'm the governor.
Oh, yeah. I remember when you said that.
Yeah, first thing in the morning, I drink machine coffee.
Oh, yeah. Tied it into Terminator.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. You know what's only a good voice is only good when you have a good joke behind it.
Sure
Jim
is.
is proven.
I'm going to terminate all the Sanka.
Right.
Oh, Jesus.
Right. That's good. That's good. You know.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, there's nothing as good as waking up other than Terminator juice in your cup.
Oh, that's
Jamaican
cool.
Arnold?
That's cool. That's perfect. That sounds just like him.
I love Jamaican Arnold.
And he's screaming like he does. But you know, sometimes Arnold.
Ah, fuck, I'm like...
That's going to come in handy in January when Celebrity Apprentice is back. What we need is something a little more topical now. A little bit ties into the election.
I can't do a Trump, but I would love to hear
Do you
Jim's
do a Bill Clinton?
Trump. No.
Yes. What?
Really. No, that wasn't...
Did you like Dan's? He was like,
No,
not
I hear it.
Did he
Yeah,
do
it's
the
not
thumb
really that
thing?
good, but not really.
That's
I don't-
terrible.
Yeah,
You
what's
didn't
yours?
like it?
I put coffee beans in that fat girl's vagina.
Did he get that?
My wife has hair like James Spader. Homer has big teeth. Anthony Weiner's penis is near his baby.
Okay. When did Bill Clinton become an insult comic?
That's what he's doing. He's just addressing what's happening.
He is.
Homer has big teeth.
So this is like the Bill Clinton monologue.
Yeah,
my
that's him
God.
coming out.
It's the Bill Clinton show, and here's
Yeah.
his monologue.
Homer can buy through steel.
Hillary's got to be upset about that because
Hillary likes girls and has hair like James Spader.
Bill, you can't do your comedy while I'm running for president.
The
You just-
Kings of the White House. It's
Yeah.
just four former presidents doing its comedy.
the original.
Comedy.
My
Kings of the
head
White
hurts.
yeah. It's H.W. Clinton.
And then they actually invite Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you got to MC that.
Oh.
Like Steve
Do you
Harvey.
do a Trump?
Yeah.
You do?
I don't even try it.
Yeah,
Trump.
you're fired from the coffee store.
That was like Trump just walked in. And I
That
remember
was
on
pitch perfect.
I remember on Celebrity Apprentice we needed everybody work in the coffee store.
You're fired.
And he fired it
Yeah.
from the coffee
Where's
store.
my hat?
That's perfect.
You fired.
Absolutely perfect.
I know what Hattie's referring to, Make America Great Again.
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, that's really good.
You do a bunch though. Dan's pretty good at those.
No,
Not anymore.
I pale in comparison is the same. Yes.
Do you do a Palin?
No,
You don't.
I don't even try it.
Do you,
now that
Jim?
now that I've been in the same room as greatness,
It's over.
I don't even
Sarah
attempt.
Palin? Nah, I could do it. She's too easy.
Too easy.
What do you mean too easy?
Quit doing it.
What did it sound like before? Can you?
Oh, yeah. John McCain's over there.
Perfect.
And actually,
That's actually an excerpt
pitch
from her
perfect.
speech.
Yeah.
That was actually addressed.
I remember. She was doing
Milwaukee.
she was doing
She was in one of those battleground states.
Don't abort fetuses. I don't know what magazines I read. Big tits, big tits.
right.
That's actually verbatim.
What does she drink in the morning though?
Oh, boy, do I like some Alaskan polar bear coffee.
Oh, polar bear. That's fun. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. Well, I'm glad we got into this talent.
Me too.
I'm glad this is
I
good.
don't like to show off. I got my buddy here. I love Dan. I think
Yeah.
Dan's brilliant.
He is.
But, it's once in a while, you just got to show who's the boss with the impersonations.
I get it.
Speaking of that, do you do a Danza?
What's that?
I mean, you talk about who's the boss, because Dan, I think I've heard you do Danza before.
No.
You wouldn't do
I
that.
never-
Angela. Angela.
What do you think, Jim?
Samantha. Mona.
How was
Big J does a better.
Dan?
Does he do a good one?
Big J does a better Tony Danza.
Does he
than
do
I
impressions?
No, just a great Danza.
Okay.
And a great Craig Glazer. And a couple other
Who's
random
Craig
people.
Glazer?
Owner of Sanford and Sons in Kansas City.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. But let's hear you. I want to hear your Tony Danza.
Yeah, that could be good.
Angela, have some coffee.
That's actually
I'm not
great.
gonna lie.
I'm driving a taxi to work. Yeah.
No, I'm not like breaking. I'll fuck the joke in the ass right now. That's actually a fantastic Tony.
Not a bad Danza.
Like, I know you're trying to be a dick, but that's perfect. I don't know if you heard that, but I was actually.
Angela, have a cup of coffee. Hey, over there, Angela. Who's the boss? I am.
I mean, let's all admit that's actually a really decent.
It
Danza.
falls apart a little in the middle, but the beginning and end are great.
You get the sweet, and you're like, that's Tony Danza.
Right, exactly. That first initial thing, and then you can give him a little leeway.
Hey, where's Jeff Conaway?
Taxi.
Yeah.
Let's pretend I put America. America.
Dude, that is so much dumber than the league.
I don't know what I didn't know what the NAS stood for. If I knew, what's the first one? What's
National Air and Space, but I can't get the last.
National Aeronautics.
Aeronautics
and
Space.
Space. What did you write?
Agenda.
America.
America. I don't know. I didn't know what the first one stood for.
And
It's got to be a
Francine. Association.
Ooh, very good.
It's wrong, but it's administration.
Screw you. Really, a fifth grader knows that?
Yeah, really?
Really, a fifth grader knows that?
Close.
I knew that in the 5th grade.
It's because you were made in a basement.
Why are you attacking him?
Because he stinks. Him and his stupid space questions.
Yeah.
It does nothing for you.
Yeah.
Really?
That's right.
Who's going to walk
Men
up
were
and
meant
go,
to fly.
All
right, enough with the space question.
Okay.
What do we got here?
All right.
friggin' acronyms. You know what those are? Ask that question.
How about,
Okay.
What are they?
how about,
You don't know what an acronym is?
you want to go with 16 amp?
It's fine.
Question 16.
Send them in.
16. How about this?
That's a hard one. Now this is one I think I'd get right.
Okay.
What was New York City known as in the year 1626? You got it.
Lost his face.
Look at that.
What do you mean? What was it known as? Like for like travel agents?
Just shut up. They had travel agents at 18. What'd you say?
Travel.
Oh, God. Di Stefano, kick his ass. Go back.
Yes.
It went 1626.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I got it.
1626. All right. Okay, everybody's answers are in.
Yes.
Let's start with Francine. What did you write?
Yes.
You got to say it into the mic.
Pennsylvania.
She wrote, wait, can I just stop? Please? Can I go home? Can I go home? I want to go home. This is making me dumber. This is making me dumber.
Well, why
You know,
Pennsylvania?
you know what's great? I got to tell you, because I was watching her as she's writing, and she had this toiled look on her face for a second, and then she looked like, okay.
Yeah, I
and
know
wrote
this
it
one.
down like, I got this one.
Like a light bulb went off. Why Pennsylvania, Francine?
Okay, well, I know that there were like 12 or 13 colonies in the beginning, and Pennsylvania was really big. So I figured it's probably Pennsylvania.
All right, let's move on to Rich Voss. You wrote
Melting pot.
This is better than I ever could have dreamt that this would go. It's just the dumb off is so much dumber than I even thought it could be.
It was, where everybody came in from everywhere, and it was like a melting
Right,
pot.
the melting pot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
It's the year 1626.
By the way, Bob,
It's known as the melting pot.
to make yourself feel good, I wouldn't have got this right. You would? I'll acknowledge that.
It's a little rough, this one, but what did you write?
I wouldn't have said Pennsylvania, though.
New Amsterdam.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Yes, it was indeed known as New Amsterdam.
Hey, Amsterdam, the Dutch owned Manhattan, and they sold it. They sold it for like $1.
All right.
Actually bought it for like $1.
the Indians,
You know what the
they
problem
bought
with
it.
the way you
Or something, I don't know.
You didn't say what was it called. You said what was it known as.
Yeah.
Like with people.
Oh, my God.
Okay, there's a difference because everybody knew it was New Amsterdam.
You got it right.
All right, let's go.
She wrote Pennsylvania.
I was thinking New Pennsylvania.
Oh, well, all right. Let's check with the judges. Okay.
All right, let's.
She is a moron.
You want to go?
Oh my God.
We could go with 17.
I would go
19.
with 17. Yeah.
All right, 17.
Let's go with 17. Here it is. In the federal agency known as the CIA, what does the I stand for?
Oh, I got it.
Now, here we go. Write down your answers. No cheating, no looking, no talking.
Oh, that's easy.
Just write it down. The CIA, what does the I stand for? As they're writing, Francine is done. Rich was done very quickly, saying he knew the answer. He's very confident of his answer. And Bob Kelly's still writing. This very reminiscent of the other question with the A in NASA. All of them have it. And let's start with...
Go with Voss.
Rich Voss.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Indeed, the I does stand for intelligence. Francine, what did you...
Oh.
Wow. And Bobby Kelly. Easy, yeah.
That's all right.
A three-way tie for that answer. Very good.
I just didn't
How about...
You cheater.
I caught him cheating. That's creep. Look at this.
Did he really write internal?
You cheated. You cheated.
You know mine was a joke.
Mine was, I showed you, you idiot.
Your acting classes are really paying off.
No, I
And he writes small. How many other ones did
I
you
know.
think this out?
No, you can. I got them all right here. You can read them. I showed him, you loser.
Deduct
If
that
I
point.
cheated, I would have thrown it out, and I would have just got the point, dummy.
You crumbled it up, and I called you on
And I
it.
said, "Do you want to see it?" And you go, "Yeah," and I showed it.
If you know what, I wish they would send you back to reform school.
All right, how about 24?
Let's go.
How about 24 or 19 or...
Should see Voss's insecure face.
Central.
He actually saw me write the wrong answer.
No, I didn't. I swear to God.
Oh, you didn't?
Central Internal Agency.
Yeah, well, I got them mixed.
Okay, here it is.
That's an acronym, by the way, dummy.
We'll go here with number 26.
No, not mixing them up. Oh, God.
Here's the question, contestants.
All right.
Which pilot was the first to achieve supersonic flight, breaking the sound barrier? Which pilot, famous pilot, broke the sound barrier first?
Can we get a clue?
Yeah,
The plane was called the Glamorous Glennis.
that's not a clue, unless you ask a question about the plane.
This is history. People know this.
Nobody knows that.
Oh, my God.
All right.
Nobody knows
Wait,
that.
how do you measure sound?
by inches.
Great. Oh, is she fantastic?
Sounds like the SNL skit.
This is not.
This is real. They wrote that crap for SNL.
I just want to swear to everybody,
The Dumb
this
Jeopardy
is
bit
not
they do?
scripted.
That's not
This is
scripted.
exactly what is
Who
happening.
broke the barrier?
Who broke the sound barrier?
I
Yes.
think this is an unfair question.
Why?
I think you should give a hint.
I don't even have a clue.
No good.
Give a hint.
I did.
Do you
No,
have it?
give a hint about the guy, not the fuck.
Yeah, come on. Give us a letter.
That was close.
A letter.
Not a letter. First name.
No, I'm not even going to do that.
No, write
I
your
think I'm going
answer.
to do it. You write down who the pilot
Hurry
is.
up, because we get one more question in before we get out of here.
This is unfair.
I have no idea.
I got it.
All right. Boss thinks he has it. Francine wrote down something, and Bob Kelly again just staring, his brain baking as he tries to come up with this answer.
I got it.
He set many records. He flew in World War II. He is known for being one of the only pilots, one of the few pilots in a P-51 Mustang to shoot down a buzz bomb. And an ME-262, a German jet
how many? You know
plane
what?
with his propeller plane.
You just gave him 1,000 more clues.
All right, well, I'm telling you about the man and what he
Why don't you
did.
just give us his address?
All right. Rich Voss, what did you write?
Do you have to spell it? I mean, do I have to spell it?
No, well, I'll know what it is if you.
Rich, go
do.
ahead.
Rich,
A very proud man.
he just wrote a very proud man.
Very good.
Is that great?
What do you want next? Bob Kelly. Bob?
I don't know how to pronounce his Buzz
Armstrong.
No, Buzz.
Buzz Aldrin. Buzz Aldrin.
All right.
Buzz Aldrin.
Who was that?
Buzz Aldrin was the second man to walk on the moon.
Okay, so I was in the right area.
No, second man to walk on the moon.
Right.
Francine, go ahead.
And the pilot. What? What did you write?
Albert Einstein.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
I was the closest.
Hang on.
Yeah.
How were you the closest? You didn't even write a name
I was
down.
the closest because I was in the same. It was he helped
His
him.
last name sounds like a licoricey alcoholic beverage that you usually do shots of.
Jack Daniels.
Oh, my God. Zambuca.
Sambuca, that's who it was. An Italian gentleman. Sammy Buca.
Oh my God.
He said, "Hey, I broke the sound barrier."
Oh, Zambuca. Mike DiStefano. It's tomorrow night.
Sunday.
Come on, one
No,
more.
his name was Chuck Yeager.
Yeager.
See? Now you hear it and you go, "Oh, I know that."
I was in the right ballpark though.
No, you weren't.
No,
I was in
seriously.
the right one,
Chuck
too.
Yeager set it up. Yeager.
Sammy Yeager.
Chuck Yeager actually did all those things for NASA to go up to space. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have made it to space. He had to break the sound barrier so they could make the rocket and know that it was safe to go up.
Shut up. Here we go.
We're running out of show, but maybe we can squeeze one more in here. It's the Dumb Off with Rich Voss, Bob Kelly, and Francine.
I love it.
Which one you want to do?
I think 28 is very good.
If it has anything to do with space,
no,
or speed,
no
or
space.
planets, I'm
No.
No more sound questions.
Hold on.
Sound.
Let's pick the best one that's left. What about
Yep.
It's nothing to do with sound.
what about 19?
19. Let's look at 19. Oh, boy. Bob ain't going to like that one.
No, if you say space, I'm going to hate it. That's not even it.
All right.
Or how about I think that could get the most interesting answer.
Okay, let's try that one.
Say
All right. This is the last question in the Dumb Off.
All right.
We're ending with an easy one, by the way, fellas. In which
Thank you.
gal?
if they say galaxy, guys, say galaxy.
In which galaxy
What is it?
is our sun located in? What galaxy is our sun located in? There you go. Write it down. The pens are
There's
moving.
no way I'm going to get that.
And
But we're-
Bob Kelly
But we're
just
ending with
kind
an
of...
easy question so we can all come together.
Well, apparently Bobby Kelly doesn't think it's very easy.
Yeah, maybe we can get one more in after
No,
this.
let's just go. Let's go. This is it. I'm done with
No, because we're going to try to get one more. We got time. Let's
No, we
get
don't.
through this.
Bob
go.
Kelly, go. Well, your answer.
Bobby.
Milky Way.
Milky Way galaxy. That is correct.
And that's also a candy bar.
Yes, it is, Francine.
Yeah,
Francine, what did you write?
Well, I didn't guess it, but I just thought it was the universe.
The universe.
I have to go.
You're going to become a white girl soon.
You are hysterical.
He wrote the universe.
She is gold.
We need to kill her and take samples of her brain.
What brain?
Exactly.
There's nothing there.
We need to open that up and
See,
see
these are
what
questions.
Okay, now what did you write?
Rich?
he wrote.
Solar system.
Look, I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
I would love to continue. Do we have a score for the end of this before we wrap up our day here?
Yes, answering 5 questions correctly, considering his penalty, is Bob Kelly with 5. Voss got 4 questions correctly, and Francine got 2.
Well, Bob Kelly wins.
Yes, sir.
Are we done or are we
the
going to...
dumb off.
We're done.
Finished.
We're done, dummy.
Oh, no, we're done.
We're
Is there
done.
a prize?
Yes.
I want something.
You're going to get a scholarship.
All right. Blacks and whites in the news.
Why do you say blacks with such? Could you say that again with just the same inflection with whites and blacks? With the
Blacks and whites. Blacks.
Just you're saying it like brack almost.
You're looking at the wrong person.
BLACKS. Just say black.
You're looking at the wrong person.
There you go. Thank you.
You should be looking in that direction.
Why?
Why?
Oh, we only record it every day. Anthony,
I think you got
Anthony's clock today, just mere minutes.
Mere minutes?
The Anthony clock, mere minutes.
Well, I was watching the news, so I get a little,
I think that you guys are equally as racial.
You could say racist. I don't take offense
You
to
don't
it.
mind racist?
No. I don't mind racist.
I think you're equally as racist, but I think Opie gets angry at racist. Obi's more racial than he is racist.
Yeah?
Yeah, you accept racist.
Yeah, I'd accept racist.
Fair enough.
I would.
I think your racialness is as equal to his racist.
Wow, you're so off on that one.
I think if y'all both were in prison, you would join the white motorcycle gang because you had to. Anthony would go in rubbing his hands like, where are these?
Where's the Brotherhood?
That's not all right. Let's stab some niggas in the neck with some sharp toothbrushes. Obi would be like, do I have to? Can I just sit in the corner and by myself and read a book? Nah, man. Nope. You gotta join. What is it?
The Aryan Brotherhood.
No, it's a new one, man.
Oh, yeah? I gotta keep up on my prison gangs.
Yeah,
Damn it.
What's the new one? It's not the Aryan Brotherhood, the ones that taking over, man.
The white gang?
Yeah,
they're the Nazi
lowriders.
Lowriders.
Nazi lowriders. Those are the new big. Those are
Nazi lowriders.
Nazi lowriders are the big boys on the block. They're taking over the Aryan.
Oh, great!
Wow.
I figured Anthony would be interested in that.
I'm going to research the Nazi lowriders. Perhaps I could give them some tax deductible contributions. I can't even spit it out.
I'm so distracted because we're not on in Philly, by the way. Beyond distracted. Those dopes.
That is annoying.
2 days in a row. Supposedly they moved studios and they're having problems with the new equipment. Whatever.
Oh, is that it?
Whatever. And then they're going to look at, never mind. I'm going to just go off, and then that guy's going to be right. So Blacks and...
He's trying hard. Why don't you just
I'm trying not to.
Because that dude got in your head, but, you got to get it out. It is what it is, man. Get it out. You're upset with Philly. You won't be able to focus too.
But I don't understand the people that don't understand that why we complain. Because we have passion for what we do. We want as many people to listen to what we do every morning. We work hard preparing for this show. And then you hear that Philly, which is a really important market for us, is not on the air. And we're supposed to sit here and just go, oh well. No big deal.
Yeah. By the way, this is complaining.
Yeah, I know.
See?
I know. I understand.
No, I'm just pointing it out because that idiot didn't seem to be able to tell the difference.
Right, okay. Blacks and whites in the news.
In the news.
I think this Philly situation has caused you to say blacks with such fury.
Blacks. Anyway, so...
And whites.
No, but, I mean...
Whites.
Blacks.
Whites.
Blacks.
And whites.
You scare me, Ed. How the hell does he know how that song goes? We all kind of know how it goes.
It's the morning show.
All right, do
the morning.
Do it like he just did.
He whistled it.
But he goes further than anyone else can do it. You missed it.
Blacks.
And whites.
What happened?
And whites.
What we doing?
And whites. In the news today, whites. White people went to work. This is what white people did. Now let's talk about blacks.
Black people wreaking havoc. Crime with blacks. Look out for blacks.
And white people today went to work, took care of their families. Waved at all the police driving by because they knew they were there to protect. Got their newspapers, waved to a neighbor. The smell of cut grass in their neighborhood. Coffee shops open at 5:45 because that's when Tim gets up and he needs his coffee. Look at that, robin redbreast has landed on my finger. Hi, little bird. I'm a white person.
I didn't need a cab, but thank you for stopping. There's a black man over there.
What? Blacks?
Did you say blacks?
That is truly the news
It's
every
horrific.
morning.
I come walking in, hey, how y'all doing? And you go, what's wrong
I
with
go,
your people?
Patrice.
I go, what now?
I said, Patrice, they're destroying your people on the news today.
It was 7
story
stories in a row.
after
It was
story
story after
I'm
story.
like, is this real news? Is this YouTube?
Yeah.
about horrible things black people are doing. They showed a school fight with it was captured on a cell phone camera video of two black chicks just beating the crap out of each
Middle
other.
school girls. They look like they should have been in high school, by the way.
Yeah, in a black classroom. Totally full of black kids, black teacher. No one's doing anything to break this fight up. So then they talked to the student, and Than threw out a very funny line about how that was interfering with her grammar class because she just couldn't speak. The mother gets on to talk about the problem. She can't speak.
Can we get the quote from the mom? Do we have that?
I don't know, do we?
We should have it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Patrice.
And that was just story number one. But it went on and on. But then when Patrice walked in, he had a great observation of the whole thing. But as I'm watching this, before Patrice walked in, I'm just watching going, what is going on?
And that's what all your people are doing.
Oh, I know. I know.
That is. They show the nigga news. Just white people did something really bad.
See, that was
shot children in a school. The president raped somebody. Something happened.
They're just softening the beaches.
They're just making black people animals, and it's like, white people did something wrong too. But can you believe what these Negroes did?
Get more clips of blacks.
But then Patrice is like, and his head's down, and it's like, this sucks. I have to deal with this.
I got
everyday
another
life.
day of walking around in this skin.
And me and Anthony are like, and then all of a sudden they show the white dude in his bikini. We're like, oh God, can't you give us one day?
We really have
just all black news.
Yeah, we really have like with our stupid crimes, we really got nothing good. You guys got all the good stuff. We get a fireman dressed in a bikini.
Right, that's what you get on the news, but what you do, it's like, it kills me.
You know what?
White people should be the most feared people walking the earth, and you're not.
We used to be. We used to be.
You'll eat somebody in a minute. You will eat another person in a minute.
But see, as bad as the black news is, it's all. Thank you. It's all cool stuff. I just saw a video of a black dude just shooting somebody. By the way, that's going to be a video everyone's watching. I think it's from Detroit. It's all cool stuff. And then, like, white news, it's like, oh, great.
Look at this fireman dressed in a bikini.
A bikini.
Yeah, look at this guy embezzling $10 million. That uncool millionaire who does 5 years in federal prison, and he still gets to keep the money. That's just uncool.
That's it. After black news, it's like, and finally, a firefighter. Look at this picture up here. And a firefighter was arrested in a bikini.
All I do is watch biography now and A&E and all that. And they just do these long, these long marathons of crimes that shook the earth. 75 shows, right? All white people eating each other.
Yeah.
They had to go to South Africa to find the one black serial killer. White people kill thousands of people every day quietly, like the BTK, and we just don't do that. We shoot each other. White people should never be afraid of us.
Yeah,
never. All we do is kill each other.
And we see it coming. You know, the white serial killers, they do it,
very scary. They feel charming and stuff.
Only time we kill you is if one of you becomes a junkie, comes up to Harlem or something.
Yeah, looking for something, waving money around.
Look, if you're going to be killed by a black person, you're going to know way ahead of time. You're going to see it coming. A white person kills you, like, what the? I just needed a ride. I just needed a ride.
White people kill you.
All of a sudden in the middle of you, like, oh my God, I think I'm dying.
Oh my God, this guy's eating me.
White people kill you. You got to do CSI, forensics. You have to find it out. Who did it? Black people kill you?
You know.
He did it.
You know, immediately.
He did it because he's running.
That's why there's never those shows like that. You're right. That's why there's never those shows featuring black guys. Because it's like, hey, Yeah, I did it. I'd do it again.
Well, when a black person kills you, it's on the news 5 minutes later. Some surveillance camera or something.
White guy, it's like they went to the cold case files. 20 years later, they figured out DNA. This guy's been walking around running a carny Ferris wheel for 20 years.
And black people we start our life with a nickname. White people gain one when they're 40 after they kill 46 people. What's up, nigga? What's up, Green River? What's happening, BTK? Can I call you TK for short?
BTK? I didn't have this nickname as a kid.
All right, listen, we got to take a break.
Playing all the hits. Welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Colin Quinn's here.
Yes.
He's muscled Jim Norton out of the equation.
I know.
And it's about goddamn time, isn't it?
Oh, my God. It's been long overdue.
Colin, a lot of people don't realize this, is going to be in the city where I went to college. Syracuse, New York this weekend.
That's right, baby.
And I mean, I can't wait till you come back on the show and we can talk all your Syracuse memories. Go down to Marshall Street and see if it all looks the same. Oh, yeah.
Central New York, not upstate.
No.
I'm glad you said that to me because I might have said upstate.
No. You have to say Central New York. And you know what you do?
What?
You reference a guy, Billy Fucillo.
Billy Fucillo?
Yeah, he's the car salesman over there. His commercials are on TV all the time.
Oh.
He was saying huge before Donald Trump was. He goes, huge.
Oh, wait, did you guys hear him say Bigley?
How about Sherman Douglas? Is he still a big name up there?
I don't know Sherman Douglas, unfortunately.
In the old days,
Sounds like one of your made-up names.
Adrian, look up Billy Fucillo. So Colin can, because Colin needs to be informed.
Why do you have me with a gun to my head?
Because it's Colin Quinn, a Vietnam story. It's you as walking in fucking the deer hunter.
I don't think that's right.
There he is.
It's Billy Fucillo.
There he is. Look at him. He's the king.
What is that? It's huge, Tom, huge! It's back to basics. It's huge!
He's on.
Oh, it's all huge!
I mean, the nerd in the suit's always with him.
Oh, that should be his thing.
The nerd in the suit?
And his wife's probably like, why is it every time we get a dinner, everybody has to yell huge? And he goes, hey, selling cars, shut up.
Yeah,
right.
You like eating in nice restaurants?
He's pretending he doesn't like the fame. It's just a business thing.
Right. I just like it Billy Fucillo.
Yeah. So when you get up on stage, be like, hey, big crowd tonight, or should I say, huge?
Would they get it?
Oh, yeah. Central New York loves them a good Billy Fucillo reference.
Is he still alive?
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, when I was up in Syracuse, it was every commercial break, Billy would jump in. Every commercial break.
I love it.
You watch I'm on cable, network. He was everywhere. Everywhere. And everybody loved them. That was the toughest part about coming back to Westchester for me.
Was what?
I'd make a Billy Fucillo reference, and my high school friends would be like, Sam, you've gone Syracuse on us. They wouldn't know what I was talking about.
That's the most depressing thing I've ever heard.
Going Syracuse?
Yeah. You've gone Syracuse on us.
That's right, Billy Fucillo. If you're gonna make references to Coach Boeheim.
Yeah.
You got to make that's when they'll know. Like, anybody can make a Coach Boeheim reference.
Of course, it's a hack reference. I know that.
But when you go up there.
I know I'm a hack when it comes to Syracuse references.
No, what you ought to
Not
do,
anymore.
I'm telling you, you ought to go up there with oranges.
Shut up with the oranges.
Pull them out of a basket. Like if a joke bombs, you hold it up and you go, come on, folks.
Because the problem is.
Hold up an orange. Come on, folks. Like, what are you doing?
Scorch was not actually big in Syracuse.
He wasn't?
No.
Oh, no.
If you go up to Syracuse and you reference Scorch as remember when Scorch was here? Everybody would go, no. Who's that?
Where was he big? In Rochester?
No, he was never, I mean, he wasn't big, you know?
How come his reel only has 1,600 views?
No.
Do you ever see his acting reel?
He looks pretty good in that one.
Wait, do you want to see his acting reel?
Just for a minute, yeah. There's some good
All right,
moments.
let's go back to the beginning.
Why is he
Because
yelling?
I don't want to undersell him. Scorch has moved out to the West Coast.
Yeah.
And Scorch, for those of you that don't recall, is the man who I learned radio from in Syracuse, New York. He's a local guy. He was in Boston for a while, and he spent many years in Syracuse. First,
Park the car in Harvard Yard.
That's right. That was his bit. But he first did radio when I met him in Syracuse. He was in the afternoons on the big K-Rock station there. Then they fired him, and he started doing mornings on this tiny little station that doesn't exist anymore called Rock 105, The Dog. And that's where I met him. We were in a little tiny closet every morning doing morning radio.
Stop saying the word like that.
Yeah, that
Closet?
was weird. Closet.
Closet.
It's awful.
We were in a closet.
Trust me, I know how to say it. I live in one.
But now, Scorch has left Syracuse. He left his co-host high and dry, I'll tell you that. Oh, my God. The whole time I was there, he was telling his co-host, don't worry, Paulie, I'm sending out tapes. You don't need to do anything. For some reason, he was telling Paulie, do not do anything. Do not send out tapes. Right. Do not look for another gig. And then the night before he was leaving, he goes, Paulie, bad news. Tomorrow's our last show. I got hired out here in New Hampshire.
Oh, my God.
Because he was sending tapes without Paulie on them.
Oh, Jesus.
So he ended up leaving. He went to New Hampshire for a while. He got the boot from there. And now he's on the West Coast. He's trying his hand at acting.
He's like, Paulie, when I get settled up in New Hampshire.
That's what he said. You just stay here. I'm going to get settled. I'm going to bring you to New Hampshire. It's going to be great. They're looking for you already. They like the way you sounded, but they want me to warm up the audience.
Oh, God, did you really say that?
Of course.
Let's say he's acting.
Of course, but this is what he's doing now. This is West Coast Scorch.
You know what this means, right?
2 assassinations, 1 week.
Pause. You got to set it up. He's talking to a guy in a hard hat with yellow gloves on, and Scorch is wearing a mask.
And what's great about this, and the reason you know it's a great project, is a lot of these phony Hollywood projects, even though you're wearing something that covers your mouth, they'll fix it in post. Here, Scorch is almost impossible to hear because he's actually wearing a mask.
Oh, it's a Bane mask. Okay.
It's just a half. No, it's like a half of a skeleton, I think.
Oh, sorry. I was just looking at the one Adrian pulled up.
You know,
well done.
I forgot. Why don't you tell me what it means when a member of the council gets bumped off?
Hey, Reaper, time to die.
Whoa, you hit him.
Yeah. He punches him. He's punching him a lot.
Takes some pressure to make a diamond. It's called being selective. You would hire every clown that comes your way.
What?
If it weren't for me.
He's right.
What do you think of that? Of the way? Do you think that's a natural way of speaking?
It is. And he's right. He's right. Hold on. He's right, because what happens is this guy's going to hire every clown that comes his way, but not when he's there.
Right. You would hire every clown.
He's trying to be like Christopher Walken.
Oh, is that what he's trying to do? Just emphasize odd words because it's like, Scorch has an acting style that's all his own.
You know, I'd like to have some eggs and hash browns.
Right.
This next one is Scorch comes onto a porch and there's 2 little girls there.
Oh, yeah.
So what's this called? I guess he's playing a meaner older guy.
And Scorch in this one, see, in the last one, he had a thing over his face. Yeah. He was obviously dealing with some kind of crime. This one, Scorch is just the guy in the neighborhood that you don't want to mess with.
The lighting on the first one is good.
You think so?
Yeah.
It's very dim.
Yeah. It's very cool when you can see nothing of what's happening.
I see, because it leaves more to the imagination.
Sure.
Yeah.
For me, do you...
Lefty, mean neighbor Scorch.
Did you hear the cut?
Yeah.
He goes, did you? And then it just cuts off, like the audio. Listen to the audio drop out of the last clip. He left it on a second too long and decided not to go back and fix it.
Hey, if it weren't for me, do you...
Because the fade was just a little too long.
Here's Lefty, the mean neighbor Scorch.
Would you like to buy one of our toys?
Why the hell would I want to buy one of your toys?
No fun to play with.
You're in my fucking house.
I'm a little girl to you. Do I look like I play with dollies? Do I look like I play with little fairy toys? No, I don't want one of your toys.
Yeah.
He said toys a lot in that statement, didn't he?
I don't want your
He just kept
puzzle.
going.
What is it? A little puzzle of a little kitty cat, maybe a little puppy dog, huh? I don't want your puzzle.
Right
no.
behind him is a hand.
Skunk?
Hey, hands at the waist. Right behind him is a hand that's crawling past him. Out of a box.
He doesn't see it.
He's out to get his just desserts.
You think so? That's why the music kicks in.
I guess it's a left hand.
Why do you think it's a left hand?
Because the movie's called Lefty.
And he's throwing a
Do you think? Oh, that's who the star of Lefty is.
Maybe, or more, or whatever.
Go for it.
I should just punch you right in the face, you know? I don't stink like a skunk. I don't want your puzzles. I don't want any of your girly toys. You know, why don't you just get the hell out of here? I should just kill you.
Very believable.
You think that was an ad lib? I should just kill you.
It was great.
You liked it?
Yeah.
You think that? Have you ever encountered an angry neighbor?
I have, yes, and I've also been angry at little girls.
And is that what it sounds like?
It really is.
I should punch you. I don't want your girly toys. I should kill you.
Yeah.
I like that there's no internal motivation. It's all just external.
Right. It's just emote. Just emote.
Yeah.
And then whatever your character would be feeling, literally say it in a sentence.
Yeah.
Now
this is called The Color of Dust.
This looks like a cool kind of vampire type thing.
She has emo lips, dark black lips.
Yeah.
It almost looks like Twilight meets Mad Max, which I think could be great.
That is good. You're right.
You know?
It would be good.
I think it could be great.
We should write that.
Get out! Get out now!
He's pointing a gun.
You think I came to your town looking for a job? Y'all think I came looking for a place to live? No, you understand something? That means I would have to ask. And I don't ask for nothing.
What's the accent?
Just take.
So what's that?
I take.
Whoa! Shot a girl in the head.
It's also like, you know,
really good blood coming out the side. They put in post, I think.
I think they actually shot the girl. That's what it looked like to me. The problem is, you know how like Tom Hardy was a badass in Mad Max?
Good point.
You could tell he was in great shape.
Yeah.
Like when you tuck your shirt into your desert pants and you can still kind of see the scorch cut. You know what I mean? like it's a guy who's.
I didn't notice that. Let me see that.
Okay, you want to rewind a little bit?
I did not notice that.
Yeah. See if you noticed that.
And I don't ask for nothing. I just take.
Okay, look.
So what's that?
You see. Yeah. He's got the torso of a man who's hit middle age and maybe on the other side of it.
It's a very mean-spirited way of putting it.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Who's on the other side of middle age?
Yeah. All right, this is the web series called The Soldiers of Misfortune. Co-star Sorge.
Colin, you'll be able to comment on this because this is a web series just like Cop Show was.
Oh, okay.
And it's weird, too, because it looks like he was able to find funding for this.
Absolutely.
You couldn't find funding for Cop Show? I mean, what's...
Just let's cut to the clip. I'll see why they were attracted to this project.
Okay, great.
He craps his pants. You smell now. My mother always told me when you don't have anything good to say about somebody, you don't say anything. So except Mark and Frank. Before we go,
I'll tell you why, though. It's really funny because he didn't say anything. And I like the fact that his signature is to always have a toothpick.
Well, you know what he told me?
What?
He writes off $10,000 a year on his taxes or toothpicks.
It's just like his signature.
Yeah.
Should have made merch.
Yeah, put like scorch on a toothpick.
That's right. That's right. You like the toothpick.
Love a toothpick. It's his signature.
We did some math after he told us that because he said it in earnestness.
Yeah.
We did some math as to how many toothpicks $10,000 would buy.
Right.
It's far more than is humanly possible to purchase in a year.
How many?
I mean, hundreds of thousands.
Toothpicks probably $269.
Right. So $10,000. And how many toothpicks in a box?
One.
No, like 200.
Yeah, it's way more than one, dude.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
All right. Well, now that you break down the math, I understand.
And you know what I started to think? He may have been lying about the whole thing.
That's possible.
It is possible. Now, on his reel, we go past. Do you know why that web series would have been effective and yours, unfortunately, obviously was not?
Yeah. I mean, it definitely was direct, like through the filmy shots and just the whole... There was an energy to it.
And the punchline was good. I mean, it was like, there was a quote that we all recognized, and a funny moment came after it.
This thing's depressing, man. I don't think we should watch any more of it.
Plus, the way he talked to camera, it's like, it's a very sort of... Have you ever seen that show, The Office? I don't know. It's kind of reminiscent of that.
Yes, it is.
Which a lot of people haven't done.
The English Office.
That's right.
That was so good.
Wait.
Did you ever see the one where he dances?
I must have forgotten to tell him.
I can't watch.
Don't let me forget that I danced.
I can't watch any more of Scorch.
Well, we haven't gotten to PFG TV.
All right, fine. I've seen it a million times.
One thing, and your name is what? Kender. There's one thing you got to do. You got to look into this camera right here.
Yeah.
Right there. Right? And you got to go, ow, 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 because, dude, if you don't look like what Sam Kinison would look like if he was alive today, oh, my God. I'm sitting there like, that's Sam Kinison. Holy crap.
The biggest laugh he ever got on PFG. He's like,
he nailed it.
Put on the Kinison clip.
And the guy does look like Kinison. I mean, he wasn't lying. Can't sue him for slander.
He's just fat and has long hair. He doesn't look anything like Kinison.
He really did not look like Sam Kinison.
No, he didn't at all. Why does this depress you, Colin?
Just because, first of all, when I started acting, I had a similar acting technique as Scorch.
Did you?
Yeah. Just like yelling and kind of, we both had interesting voices and just like Just there was no like acting. It was just like
just emoting.
I disagree.
Emoting through words.
I enjoy your earlier work.
So you look at Scorch being like, I was there once.
Yeah.
But to see Scorch,
yeah,
at at an older age,
and even even the movies, you can just tell the budget by the movie. It's like I can see the craft service table. It's just like M&Ms and like really like dry Triscuits and.
Yeah.
Like just cheap soda.
There's not even a table, just a bunch of stuff in the back seat.
Right.
So it's that golden time of the struggle for you when you were young. He's hitting that now.
Yeah.
And that's tough for you.
Yes.
That's tough because there's not that much time. Even if this works out, how much time is there on the back end?
I'll tell you why Colin's depressed, because he's remembering an audition he went on once for an angry neighbor. Didn't get it.
Scorch got that?
Also, I know that if you allow that, like, if I really decided to allow, like, if I had really low self-esteem, I'd be doing those guys would be like, hey, man, you should do this part in our movie. I'd be like, okay, and I'd be the angry neighbor.
Like, the mentality where that comes from.
Right.
Yeah.
The mentality of the people have the audacity to ask you to do it.
Yeah. So, what about this one, though? This is a TV commercial. So a TV commercial is a big deal, right?
Yes, for Star.
That's right.
Or Zip.
Know how to fix cars.
Oh, wait.
Is that Reese Witherspoon?
I don't know if that was actually her.
I think it's her.
It's Zip, the
question answering app.
Yeah, and Star, it means he's the star.
Now, you've heard of the app Zip before, correct?
No, I have not.
Oh. Colin, you must be aware of the app Zip.
No, I'm not familiar with it.
It's a question answering app.
Travis, you watch all the Apple keynotes. You know who Eddie Q is. You even know who the original Tick was. You remembered that.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Eddie Q.
My geek friend. How often do you find yourself using Zip, the question answering app?
Oh, zero.
So, but you've heard of it?
Yeah.
You have heard of Zip?
I have.
Zero uses of it.
Zero use.
Do you really watch every Apple keynote?
Yeah.
Yuck.
Why not?
Eddie
Q's on him.
I watch him too. Eddie Q comes up.
I gotta know what Eddie's doing.
That's right. He has his shirt unbuttoned. He's looking good.
Yeah.
Why are you insulting him? It's fine that he watches.
Oh, spit on the.
He spit on the
window.
Teft box window. All right.
I think all men should know how to fix cars.
That's like saying all women should know how to do laundry.
Well, what? No, it's
Up until now, this was the only solution. But that's no help. Because when you're arguing or debating with someone, the only way you can prove you're right is to try and get others on your side.
T-Bones, we look.
Oh,
that's cool.
You like that?
Sure.
I feel really bad for everybody else in that
was a
commercial.
very noisy commercial.
It really was, and the camera work was not good because Scorch is delivering his lines and the camera's fucking across the room filming him from the left.
But it's a TV commercial, it says.
That's not his fault.
I don't know, yeah.
It's a TV commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that got rejected by the advertising.
And the
Oh, you
voiceover
think
stuff
so?
is good for T-Bones and Cactus Jacks.
Yeah, voiceover stuff.
Love, great taste, and we traveled all the way to Dodge City, Kansas to find it. T-Bones Master Chef, armed with decades of knowledge about what makes great steak, toured America's finest cattle ranches to find the very best premium choice beef. Introducing T-Bones Reserve Premium Beef.
You know what?
Oh, no.
Honestly, he does. He's found his niche.
Yeah, he has a good voice.
Beef commercials?
Great voice for beef. He's like the Sam Elliott of commercials. Sure.
Hey, who wants beef?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
does have an interesting, like, a timbre to his voice.
You know what he
Good
used
way
to
to put
say?
it, timber.
He could be in one of Billy Bob's. If he ever does like one of those rural movies that he likes, he should look at. You should show him Scorch is real.
You know,
What do you think of that?
when I was hanging out with Scorch, he used to have a go-to line because the voice is very specific.
Yes.
And we'd go to restaurants or whatever, and the waitress, she might say, "Hey, aren't you on the radio?"
Oh.
And you know what Scorch would say? "No, I'm sitting right here."
Oh, God!
Fucking good line.
Every time.
God damn
Every
it.
time that was his go-to.
Good line.
Jesus.
She probably laughed, right?
No, they would always just kind of look confused and say,
They
"Okay,
look at
what's
him
your
like,
order?"
what are you busting my ball? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what's your order?
Fucking work. I'm trying to be nice to you.
Yeah.
I'm sitting right here, and you're like, and he looked at you like with a mischievous look in his eyes, like, all right.
We got her, didn't we? And I go, "Yeah, Scorch. Yeah, you got her, Scorch. Keep doing that line."
Well,
All right, let's watch this. This looks good.
This is
Black and white
Is
as a
that Mark
wrestler.
Gastineau?
This is the pro wrestling part of Scorch is real, because He's Vito Carlucci, esteemed pro wrestling manager. And I don't know if you know this, but he told me when I was up there, he got Triple H into WWE.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why he wouldn't use that power to get himself.
Oh, exactly.
A similar position, but
or to use Triple H to finance some of his projects.
Something like that.
Maybe that's going to happen.
The man's worth millions, billions, really.
That's right. That's right. He's just being a bad guy, man.
The guy picks up a guitar and he hits Scorch in the head. What is that?
I think we're just seeing the same angle.
This reel is insane. It's got like I think he spreads himself too thin. Is the other problem.
You mean he's trying to be good at everything?
He's trying to wear too many hats. He's trying to wear too many hats.
Yeah. All things to all people.
Right.
I think voiceovers is the way for him to go. He's got the vocal quality that could really do some commercials, especially that beef type commercial.
Here's the thing. Here's the problem. Voiceover work doesn't do quite as much for the ego.
No.
Some people were born to have that face on camera.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that is where Scorch is.
I like the fact that the crowd noise is in there on the reel.
Yes.
This is on the reel.
Yeah. It's like a camcorder.
And a lot of smoke came out of the guitar. I don't know why.
That's what happens when you hit people with guitars.
There's like, why is there dirt in the guitar? I don't understand why a guitar is fucking. Is that just to kind of show the impact?
Oh, that's cool. It ends on 10 seconds of dead air.
This is really crazy.
And that's what it ends on.
The saddest part about that says 2016 reel. Yeah. If it said like 2003, I'd be like, all right, you never bothered. You know, he's out of the business. No.
Even 2013, you'd probably still give him the benefit of a doubt.
Yes.
Like, okay, he's probably,
2011 maybe.
Hold on, I want to give Scorch a good reel. You put a modern day thespian.
No, he needs to. Honestly, he needs to go to acting school.
What?
Yeah, voiceover stuff is better.
You mean teaching acting school?
No, he needs to go to acting school.
Oh. Why?
Because he's just gesturing and using new.
Hey, Colin, I'm mad that you said that. Why are you saying that and making me mad? You should die.
You should die?
Shouldn't mock Scorch's acting ability.
His choices are really.
Who do I look like to you? A teacher? What am I going to teach, math? Or teach social studies? Why don't you just die or I'm going to kill you?
I like that he goes, Paulie, hang tight.
He told him, "Dude, Paulie, listen, I'm sending out all our tapes. You don't need to worry. Hey, no matter tell you, I got a couple bites.
I felt so bad for the guy.
Well, Paulie enjoyed him before that, right?
No.
No?
No, Paulie never enjoyed himself.
Oh, he didn't?
No, he didn't. He wanted to do a real radio show, and Scorch just wanted to scorch it up all the time.
Wait, is Scorch living in L.A. now?
He's living in, I think...
To act, you got to live in L.A.
It's outside of L.A. He was doing stuff in San Francisco for a while.
Should be closer to L.A., though. That's where it's all happening.
Jim's really got his finger on the pulse.
That's right. That's for
Is that right? Is that true? Is there a lot of acting work in Los Angeles?
Showbiz Central.
Huh.
Yep. Yep. It's a town that'll make or break you. Am I right or wrong?
I love that you have such love for him that you're really trying to help. You're like, Scorch, just go to acting school.
Yeah,
you can get it.
He needs to. No, because he has a great voice, but it's like it doesn't matter. It's like he's got to go to acting school.
Well, maybe
he's always pushing every minute of every. I mean, I was watching that reel. I was getting tired. I almost fell asleep.
Do you think he was a little too eager, too much?
No, he just doesn't know what he's doing.
Well, here's the thing, Colin.
He has no idea what he's doing.
A lot. That's what you think?
No idea what I'm doing. What are you, the idea police? What are you coming out acting like I have no idea? I got lots of ideas. One is to kill you.
I disagree with both of you. I think he was good in that, and I felt he was menacing.
A lot of times.
Just him stuck on the Golden Gate Bridge. He can't even afford the goddamn whatever it costs to get over there, going to some audition, and driving back.